how the list comprehension works, it's another way of achieving the result. Okay, so it has three portions. Okay, and generally we use list comprehension in the case of iteration, in case of for loop. Okay, so let's suppose you have a list, you have a tuple, you have a dictionary, some sequence, it can be a string as well, and you want to do some processing on each data point. Okay, and for example here, let's suppose I have a list x is equal to suppose 1 comma 5 8 9 20 70 3 4 5 4. Okay, this is my list of data. Okay, so from this list of data I want to pull all the even numbers. Okay, I want all even numbers from this list, right? So how you will solve this problem?
Y is equal to X space
Y is equal to, okay,
square bracket.
Okay, usually list
X.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not X, Z.
Okay.
For Z in
X.
And if Z dividing 2 equal 0.
0, 0. Yeah. Print Y.
Print Y. Okay, I think you have saw the recording. Okay, so so here what I'm doing, try to do here, I have a sequence of data. Okay, I'm from this given data, I want to get all the even numbers. Okay, it means I need to process each data set, right? I need to visit each data and I need to check whether it's an even number or odd number, right? So that checking I need to do, right? So it's a processing of each data. So generally, how you can do the processing, if you don't want to use this approach, generally how to do? We use a for loop, right? Because eventually you have to use for loop. Whenever you have to process each data, you have to use for loop, right? For I in X, right? Like this. Okay. Then you will check whether I is even number or not, right? So you will use if block. If I you're dividing by 2, you will check the remainder, right? This logic I think you have already know, right? Then if this condition is true, then I will be even numbers, right? And then I need to store somewhere. Let's suppose I use some variable. Let's suppose Z. Okay, and this is my list, empty list, and this list I will append all the I. Okay, Z dot append like this I, right? So the Z will contain all the even numbers, and then eventually, if the loops gets over, just print the Z, your output, and you will see the result that Z is containing all the even numbers. Very simple. Okay, like this. So same thing. Whatever you have achieved using the for loop, okay, and you're writing you're writing a lot of lines. Same thing you can achieve with the list comprehensions. Okay, so the idea here is, let's suppose here. So see, in the list comprehension, there are three portions. Okay, the middle portion is called the iteration. Okay, and the right portion is called the conditional statement. If you want to filter, you want to apply some condition on the data. Okay, and then after condition, whatever you achieve, whatever you get, that data, you can put some expressions. Let's suppose I want to multiply, I want to divide. You can do anything on the data set. So there are three portions in the given list comprehensions. Okay, so let's suppose same thing I want to achieve here. So how we can achieve? So first you have to think about the looping part, because you have to do the looping, right? So this is my X, my source of data. Here I do a loop for I in X. Okay, now you got the I. Okay, so I will be each data set 1 5 8 9, this be all data set. Now on this I want to check even numbers, right? So how to check even numbers? Then put condition here. If I, okay, greater dividing 2, if equal 0. Okay, so here I'm applying the condition. I'm applying the looping for each data set. I got the I, and on this I am applying some condition, even number condition check. Okay, if this condition is true, then I will get all the even numbers, right? So once you get the even numbers, then what you have to do here. So in this case, I don't want to perform any operation, just I need to store it. Okay, so this is my expression. Okay, and then just do a square bracket closing evening like this, and just assign this data set into some variable. Let's suppose t, any variables, right? So it becomes a list comprehension. So all the things that you're doing, like you're creating a empty list, then doing the iteration, doing the check. So everything, whatever doing here, same thing you can do with this single line. Okay, logically both is same. You again, here you're using a looping. You're using looping here. You're using a condition check. You're using condition check. Okay, you got the I, then you are putting the I inside a list. You're doing the same thing. Okay, so eventually both this logic and this logic is same. It will produce the same result, will be same, only the approach is different. Okay, so print Z and T, both the output will be same, exactly same. Okay, so this is the list comprehension example.